There are several schools of thought about what happens to a soul once they enter the return of existence, if you will. And now that people are more comfortable talking about whether it's Buddhism or any of the other beliefs about transcendence, even though transcendence has nothing to do with that. From a scientific standpoint, and they can say this definitively, energy cannot be destroyed. It can only change. So in that sense,
what have you learned from losing him, from grieving that loss?
That's a good question. Nobody's ever asked me that. You know, I take a lot of things for granted as we do. When you do things on a repetitive basis, the touring schedule, how we played, and what we did became very repetitive. If you're not careful, you will get, you'll stop paying attention. I have some music that was left behind, and I listen to it, and I tell you, it tears my heart out. You know, I can't even verbalize it. But I am going to take some of that music and make something with it, out of it, or out of it. Yeah. Stuff that I had written and that we had worked on. But again, the most important thing is I'm not going to try to pretend to be him, or meaning giving a guitarist to imitate him. I even tried AI to see if the patterns of how he plays. You can't do it. Ed was unique, he was individual, there's only one Ed. And having said that, the name Unfinished came from a song, or a piece of music by Franz Schubert. And he didn't finish the song. So there were several musicians or composers who finished the song for him. And it's a strange way of all these things coming together at one time. That song was my father's favorite song. Either that or it was the only record he had. It was ingrained in us from a very early time, early state. So it all kind of came together, and that's why we named that last song that Ed and I wrote, Unfinished, which is in honor of the lineage from my dad to Ed to me, and to Wolf, and so on.